I'm not sure, Lamai. The internet speed is like 200 kilobytes. Right, well, if you can hear me, we will do a small session, but I don't know. Can you hear me? Right, apologize, Lamai. Couldn't fix it for a while. It was very slow. Okay, right. Okay, we'll continue. I'll do a small session, right? Half an hour, 40-minute session. I will do. And we'll continue. Okay. So we were actually discussing about Lamai, the cybersecurity environment. Okay. And in the last class, I think we got a good hang of it, understood what the criteria is going to be. Okay. So before we jump into the practical sessions and stuff, we will learn today some of the theoretical aspects of cybersecurity. Okay. So remember, my cybersecurity, ethical hacking, all these things are what you call different aspects. So different criteria. Okay, come a category K1. So you will actually be learning what you call several variations of cybersecurity. Okay, and Lamai, if you have any drop a message, right? Okay, so today we will start the theoretical sections. Okay, right. Okay, give me a second. I'll share the presentation. Oops. Okay, let me share the screen. Okay, wait. So not vulnerabilities. So right, yeah. So cybersecurity principles, and we are going to learn about this. Okay, let me share the screen now. I think now you should be able to see. Okay. So welcome to Cybersecurity Lamai 101. In the last class, we introduced a little bit ourselves, right? But today we will see a little bit more detailed on what cybersecurity and its aspects are going to be. Okay, right. So definitions and principles, right? First one we are going to learn is Lamai, cyber crime. So recently we also got attacked with a small attack, a cyber attack, which was unfortunate, but like you can't do anything else either. Okay, so let's see. So I will be teaching that one also how to do, right? It's a very easy one, to be honest, right? And then I have downloaded the burp suit. So we will see whether you guys are capable of handling the burp suit. So මම ඒකිනුත් ඔයාලට introduction එකක් දෙන්න. So සාමාන්‍යයෙන් website hack කරන එක තමයි අපි burp suit එක කියලා කියන්නේ. අර software set එකක burp suit න YouTube පන්නේලු මේක පොඩ්ඩක් YouTube එකේ ඔයාලට ඕන නම් බලන්න. So ඔයාලට මම ඒක download කරලා තියෙනවා burp suit එක. So during the end of the course වගේ වෙද්දි බලමු. Depending on your skill levels, I will either see whether to teach the burp suit or not, right? So burp suit is actually used to check what do you call whether the websites are weak or not. Okay. So on the software unanga check pannuwa burp suit කියන එක. ඒකත් මම install කරලා තියෙන්නේ. මම ඔයාලට ඒකත් පෙන්නන්න. ඒක බලන්න burp suits. Right. So today the theoretical sections. Okay. Right. So we are going to learn about cyber crimes and some other principles or definitions and principles of cyber security, right? First one, cyber crime. So as the name implies, Lamai, crimes that are committed using the computer or the mobile phone with the use of internet, that is called what, Lamai? Cyber crime. So some types of cyber crimes include illegal interception of data. That means you will actually intercept someone else's data. You guys have seen movies, ne? In movies, you see there is this concept called tapping. අපි tap කරනවට කියලා එකක් කියන්නේ. ඒ කියන්නේ mobile phone එක tap කරනවා කියලා. So that one comes under the category of, okay, very similar. ඒ කියන්නේ කවුරු හරි network එකක් use කරන කෙනෙක්ගේ internet එකට ඔයා hack වෙලා you will actually use his information. You will extract their information. Okay, or you will actually go into their system. So that is only what we call illegal interception of data. Then you have system interferences. For example, you can block someone else's network. For example, someone else's Wi-Fi, you can actually block, right? Nambalaka yarude Wi-Fi block panne elu, right? Adu oru hack madiri tha, right? And the Wi-Fi block panne elu apro avanaka in the Wi-Fi use panne ela. Eyalata Wi-Fi එක use කරන්න බෑ, Wi-Fi එක block කරාම. මම ඒකත් කියලා දෙන්නම්. Okay? Next, you have copyright infringements, like අපිට උන දෙයක් අපේ නමින් ඉඳලා අපේ මේකක් අරගෙන වෙන වෙන ඒවා use කරද්දි, that is copyright infringement. And then sale of illegal items. අනවශ්‍ය මොනවා හරි items ටිකක් ඒගොල්ලෝ විකුණනවා නම් ඒකට අපි කියන්නේ මොකක් කියලාද? Right? Selling of illegal items killer. So that is also coming under cyber crime. So anything they are using the computer, they are using the mobile phone, they are using the internet, that is called cyber crime. Okay, right. Cyber security kiyanne mokad. Okay, so what is this so-called cyber security then? So cyber security means lamai is the body of technologies, right, processes and practices. Remember, cyber security is not only software, right? Adu software mattu mille, software vitarak neme. Cyber security kiyala kiyanne lamai even the practices, the things that we do. Okay, all those things come under the category of cyber security. So practices involved in protecting individuals and organizations from cyber crime, that is called cyber security. So cyber security is designed to protect the integrity of networks, computers, programs and data from attacks. So cyber security is a concept, is a practice, is a technology that helps us to limit or stop what you call attacks against our networks. Okay, and unauthorized access to. Okay, so there are many types of attacks. So there are kill chain attacks, there is zero-day attack, ransomware. Many ransomwares are happening in Sri Lanka, right? Alert fatigue, man in the middle, a very famous attack, right? So these are the most common types of cyber attacks, right? So at this moment you can see how much of cyber attacks are happening right now. Okay, මේ වෙලාවේ ඔයාලට ඕන නම් ඒක බලන්න පුළුවන්. So there are okay, sorry about that. So there we go. And it's saying no internet access. There we go. Okay, let's see whether live attack, right? At this moment, let's see what are the attacks happening. Okay. So, so red color ones are bad, purple ones are also bad. Okay. So other ones are exploits, like they're trying to get inside someone else's networks and stuff. Very common. Right, so this is like a real-time attack that's happening. So you guys can see like how many people are exchanging data with one another. So from one country to another, you can see people are sending malware, viruses, exploits. Very surprisingly, no phishing attacks. Phishing attacks are the most common, but in this case, they don't show any. Let's see. So these are some live attacks that are happening at the moment. Okay. So United States is trying to send malware to Israel. India is sending exploits to India itself. Germany to China. China to Taiwan. UK to Virgin Islands, Mauritius. Canada to Philippines. Portugal to Portugal. Israel to Israel. America to Israel. America to Mexico. Mauritius to Mauritius. Okay. Oh, Kenya is sending phishing attacks. Now there, America is sending phishing attacks. Okay, see? So this is like a live chart that you guys can see. Okay, so hacking is so common, right? So Brazil is sending to Netherlands. So you can see, everywhere. Okay. Real-time hacks, right? Red color na malware, viruses madri. Purple color phishing, phishing na fake websites, fake logins adu madri. Exploits na lamai or vulnerabilities madri or server ke hack panni, hai server rack athulta ringala. Exploits check karaneva tamai meka. Yeah, this is the first class, right? So this is just a rough idea that you guys can see, right, of the attacks that are happening right now. Okay, so they are using here banking trojans, botnets, crypto miners, mobile ransomware. So these are the viruses that these people are actually sending. Okay, right? These are types of viruses that these people are sending from one country to another. So all the time, there is ransomware, trojans, variations are there. Dark variations, so this is a threat attack. You can even see some more. Dark websites, so all these websites actually show you recent attacks that are happening. So you can see these are purple color and green color. Nice, right? Yeah, phishing attacks are very easy to do, right? If you know how to do it, phishing attacks are one of the most powerful ones. You can literally hack into anyone's account, right? There are various. I'll teach you a little bit more on these attacks in the later class, right? So this is just an example, Lama. You can see how many people are sending attacks and messages and all those things to people, right? So it's such a common phenomenon nowadays. Okay, but we have to be ready. நாங்க ரெடியா இருக்கணும் ஏன்னா முனவேலி அபிட் அட்டாக் இது கீழே அப்படி தானே நம்மளுக்கு தெரியாது தானே நான் என்ன நிமிஷம்லயே ஒரு அட்டாக் வரையிலும் ரைட் அது நம்மளுக்கு தெரியாது it could be today, it could be tomorrow, right? But it will happen, so we have to be very secure. Okay, right, let's go back here. So remember, there are so many types of attacks, right? So when it comes to cyber security, Lamai, there is a few principles. Okay, so confidentiality, integrity, availability, accountability, and auditability. These are 5 principles that you have to remember. The foremost is confidentiality. When you are working with cybersecurity, Lamai, confidentiality is very important. So confidentiality means, Lamai, a set of rules that limits access or place restrictions on certain type of information. So when you are working with cybersecurity, Lamai, if you are testing someone's network, if you are testing someone else's vulnerabilities, you should have confidentiality. There should be a limit to what information you are accessing to. Then you have integrity now, right? The information is trustworthy and the information is accurate. Next one, it's the availability. Okay, the guarantee of reliable access to information by authorized people. Okay, should be there. Accountability, assurance that the organization or the person, right, will actually, okay, who did this is responsible. Accountability must be there, right? And then if you are doing this for a company, Lamai, auditability, right? That means systematic evaluations of the security must be there. Okay, so these are actually the 5 types of principles. But don't think about it too much, right? It's important, right? Romba important. In the points, remember confidentiality, integrity, availability, accountability, and audit. Yes, sorry. Right. Okay. Next one, cyber threats. So a cyber threat means it is a malicious act. That means malicious means bad. Malicious now. You know, what is that? Bad, right? I guess, right? Bad, right? That attempts to gain access to a computer network without authorization or permission from the owners. Okay. So it refers to the wide range of malicious activities that can damage or disrupt a computer system. Okay. Most common types of threats, right? From the common types of threats now, social engineered trojans, that's there. That means usually phishing attacks. Unpatched software. So from softwares, you get so many attacks, right? In my computer, now I am using so many softwares that I have taken from what? From different sources. So these softwares are packed full with viruses. Okay. So software ekat hambena, but ekat ekka virus ekat dena. Okay. So I can show you. So here balanna me ada dawase. So me dawas ticket vitarak balanda. Items quarantined in the last scan is 41. So there are 141 viruses that were inside my what lamai computer. Me peenawada? Right, 141 තිබිලා තියෙනවා virus. So මේ ඔක්කොම එන්නේ ළමයි මම download කරපු softwares වල. Okay, all third party softwares මම ඔය install කරනවා වැඩි check කරන්නෙත් නැහැ. Right, so all these things ළමයි are actually coming from what? Different softwares that I download. Okay, பாருங்களே இந்த எல்லாமே பாருங்களே Trojan virus, right? Ranubot. Okay, இது ஒரு Trojan virus. அது directly என்னுடைய app data folder. Right, ඒකට තමයි යන්නේ. අපරෝ Trojan. මේ මොකක්ද මේ? Gloop tape or something. Right, so CloudNet. This one is from internet something. Right, so Ranubot එක තමයි ලොකුවටම තියෙන්නේ. Right, so these are Trojan viruses. Right, everything here, hijack shell, riskware. Right, so all these viruses, this is for the past few weeks, right? Generic loader, crypto mining Trojan, right? So all these things, we don't want, right? You can literally scan this and remove it and go, right? But still, when tomorrow comes, it will be there. So in the next class, I'll show you. Because viruses are everywhere. Okay? You should know how to use and detect them when necessary. Okay? The most common cyber threats include what do you call unpatched software, which we have right now, phishing, very famous, network worms, and other stuff. So worms are also terrible, right? So if you use worms, you can literally block a network. Worms use pannena nambalukku oru network block pannelu, right? At the practical session na sollitare ma eka practical session ekේ worms use karana hati pennam, right? Cyber threats can come from a wide variety of sources. Some notable examples include national governments, right? Terrorists, industrial secret agents, rogue employees, hackers, business competitors, and organization insiders, right? So anyone with a motive and the needed technology can create cyber threats. Yes, that happens. So most of the cyber attacks are done by the national government, right? In the government, what do you call, it's not Sri Lankan government, the Sri Lankan government, very powerful governments. Powerful governments in the Indian government, American government, Israel government, Russian government, Chinese government. So on the government, cyber threats is a major thing in their books. Terrorists in the cyber threats use terrorists cyber attacks use. Industrial secret agents, rogue employees. A company can employees. Cyber attack. Right? Hackers can do cyber attacks, so cyber threats. Business competitors can do cyber threats. Organization insiders, even people inside the organization, they can do cyber threats. Right? All can be done. So mainly, Lamai, these are the people involved in a cyber attack. Okay. So threats can be classified by multiple criteria. So multiple criteria in the threats classify, right? So attackers resources, attackers organizations, and attackers funding. Okay. On basis of these criteria, there are cyber threats of 3 types: unstructured threats, structured threats, highly structured threats. So these are the 3 types of cyber threat classifications when we can get: unstructured, structured, and highly structured. Okay. So there is this very famous virus. I will show you that in the next class, right? It's one of the best. So when we learn about cyber attacks, that is one of the viruses that we do our research on. It's such a good virus, right? It's called Stuxnet. If you guys have time, you guys go and research, watch on YouTube, right? Stuxnet virus, that it's actually a worm, right? So Stuxnet is a world famous virus, right? It was such a good virus, a worm that was created, right? I'll explain everything about that in the later class, but if you have time, watch it. It's called Stuxnet. Okay, Stuxnet right? If you have time, watch. There are videos. And they Stuxnet, right? Bloody famous virus. Okay. Yeah, I'll see the schedule. I'll have to double check and see. We'll see. Right. Next one. So unstructured cyber threats are the most common ones, right? So unstructured cyber threats are done by small groups of people or just one person, right? So they will have a small organization, or there wouldn't be any, organization. Funding mokutna, they don't have any funding. No one is giving money, right? So they attack using easy to detect and freely available cyber attack tools. So there are so many tools that you can use freely. So one of the best tools that you can use to do cyber attacks is actually Kali Linux. Okay, so this one is one of the best, tools that you can use to actually attack some person's computer. So Kali Linux, right? It's a penetration tool. I don't think whether you have it online, but I saw someone said there's an online terminal. So it's a browser, it's an operating system. Okay. Yeah, that you can actually use to attack computers and other people, their mobile phones, whatever. So onima they hack using what? Kali Linux. So it's an operating system. So Kali Linux is literally available on mobile devices also, and also the computer. Okay. Have I වැඩ කරන්නේ ගොඩක් නම් ළමයි computer එකේ. Okay. So it mostly works on the computer, right? but you can use it on your mobile phones also. Okay, so I'll show you Kali Linux if it loads. So I'm just using a free version, but my original when a machine okay. Right. So this is an old version of Kali Linux. Yeah, you guys can download. It's free to download. Right. I mean, only but I personally use an old version. But you guys can use. Right. So Kali Linux is an operating system lamai based on Linux, right? And it has many tools that you can use to actually attack, actually to test the cyber security. So here, this is the burp suit. So this is the one that I'm going to teach you guys, right? So I will be teaching you guys how to utilize the burp suit and everything, right? So burp suit is actually a tool that you can check for vulnerabilities in websites. நம்மளுக்கு websites hack பண்ணேலும் நம்மளுக்கு vulnerabilities check பண்ணேலும் right අපිට website වල තියෙන පොඩි issues එහෙම ළමයි අපිට මේ burp suit එකෙන් හොයාගන්න පුළුවන්. Okay, so අපිට configuration files ටිකක් එහෙම හදන්න ඕනි. but ඒවට time යනවානේ මම ඒක class එකේදී ඔයාලට කරලා පෙන්නනවා. Okay, so this one is a tool that we are going to use. So we can actually do scanning. Okay, website වල මොනවා හරි අපිට බලන්න පුළුවන්. intrude කරන්න පුළුවන්. Okay, there are so many other things that we can do. Okay, මේකේ ගොඩාක් versions තියෙනවා අපිට කරන්න පුළුවන් ඒවා. That's one part of it. Okay, and we have not තියෙන්නේ මේක නම් මම කරලා නැහැ. මේකේ ළමයි ආයේ තියෙනවා බලමු මොනවද nmap, that is good, right? nmap එක එහෙම වටිනවා අපිට. database වලට මේ තියෙන ඔක්කොම attack hack කරන්න තියෙන tools. Okay, so these are tools. Yeah, brute force is there, SQL Ninja is there, right? මොනවද තියෙන්නේ Wi-Fi is there, Wi-Fi hack කරන්න ඕන නම්, right? Wi-Fi, there are so many tools now. So these are literally all tools that you can use. So air attack, right? Chirp, ghost fisher, it's a good one. Wi-Fi cracker to attack Wi-Fi passwords, right? What else is there? Wi-Fi is also there. Wi-Fi. So you can literally attack Wi-Fi routers using this. So right? So there are so many tools that you can utilize under your disposal where you can hack. Okay. So forensic quality sniffing, right? So websites will actually so we will learn little by little, right? Okay, we are going a little bit ahead of ourselves, right? So these are unstructured. So technically this is what we are going to do. Unstructured because we have free to use cyber attack tools and hack. Next one, structured cyber threats. So well-trained individuals or groups, well-planned, funding is available, they are paid money, right? Attack against organizations. So they can literally target an organization and they can do a cyber attack. So these are structured cyber threats. Highly structured cyber threats are big organizations, long time of planning, right? Long-term attack, meaning a hack highly structured people. their attack might go for years or months or years ළමයි අවුරුදු ගාණක් වුණත් යන්න පුළුවන්. Right? Exploitation is technical and social inside help is there. So people from the social society will also help and company ඇතුළේ ඉන්න කට්ටිය ඒවා පාවිච්චි කරනවා. Right? So cyber threats are evaluated daily by the counter threat unit CTU, right? And associated with the threat index level. So ලෝකෙ වෙන හැම cyber threat එකක්ම ළමයි ඒගොල්ලෝ scan කරනවා. So level 1 guarded, level 2 elevated, level 3 is high, level 4 is critical. Okay, so these are the threat index levels that we are going to do. So there are level 1 cyber attacks, level 2 cybersecurity threats, level 3 threats, and level 4 threats. So level 1 being the simple one, level 4 being the most critical one. Okay, all right. Next comes my cyber attacks. So attacks are the godathina. So after this session, I will finish, right? So cyber attacks are the godathina. You have the advanced persistent threat or APT attack. It is a network attack where a person can get unauthorized access to a network and can stay there for a long period of time. So an example is something like this, Lama. Okay, example like this is one example. This is not a hack, okay? Make a hack එකක් නෙමෙයි, right? But I'm just going to show you what it is. Okay. නිකන් ඔයාලට මම පෙන්නන්නම් මොකක්ද කියලා. Okay. All right. So give me like 5 minutes. Okay. Okay. So first one is the easiest one, APT කියන එක. Right? So එයාට කාගේ හරි network එකක් අස්සටනේ යන්න ඕනි වෙන්නේ. Right? So they can actually do something like this, right? So imagine කරගන්නකො මෙහෙම. So let me share the video. I'm just showing, right? මේක attack එකක් නෙමෙයි. Okay, එකක් මතක තියාගන්න මේක it's not an attack, right? It's just what do you call, I'm showing you the concept. මට concept එක පෙන්නන්න. Okay. Okay. So මෙතන ළමයි I have joined what do you call this network, right? මම network එකට join වෙලා තියෙනවා. Now this computer, okay, මේ මගේ පිටිපස්සේ තියෙන computer එක, right? Now this fellow has joined what ළමයි? A common network නේද? So එයාලගේ network locations වලට එහෙම ගියොත්, right? මගේ mouse එක නෑ නේ මෙතන. Right, so okay, so let's go to Windows R and then D එක ඇතුලේ D නේද? E එක ඇතුලේ I think there is a folder. යා මේ තියෙන sharing folder කියලා there is a folder. This is not a hack, right? මම මේ hack එකක් නෙමෙයි, but the concept I'm going to show. So මේක හිතන්නකො attack කරන computer එක කියලා. So මේ බලන්න කිසිම connection එකක් දැන් මේ lab එකට නැහැ. But මම හොයලා කොහෙන් හරි ගිහිල්ලා ළමයි හිතන්නකෝ වයර් එකක් අරගෙන මෙයාලගේ ප්‍රධාන network line එක, this fellow's main network line අපි hack කරා කියලා. So මෙතනින් ගන්නම්කෝ. So just imagine somehow you got access to his network. Okay, මෙයාගේ network එකට ඔයාට access එකක් හම් වෙනවා. Right, so අපි හිතමු කොහෙන් හරි වයර් එකක් මේවා කරගෙන, okay, එළිය වයර් එක හරි මැදින් යන වයර් එකක් හරි මොකක් හරි අරගෙන, right, you got network access. May it be wireless උනත් පුළුවන් ඈ. So අපිට network access එකක් හම්බුණා. So ඒ කියන්නේ imagine you got access to their networking routers and things ළමයි. යාළගේ router වලට access එකක් ආවා කියලා හිතන්නකො. wire එක කපලා හරි මොනා හරි කරලා. Because අපිට network attack එකක් කරනවා නම් ළමයි there is a main line නේ. කොහෙන් හරි wire එකක් එනවා. So if you can cut the line and split the line, ඔයාට පුළුවන් ඒ line එකෙන් මෙයාට attack එකක් කරන්න. And somehow if you get joined into their network, බලන්න, right, if you know what you are doing, right, ඔයා යාගේ IP address එක එහෙම දන්නවා නම් ඔයාට literally හරි ලේසියෙන් මෙයාගේ system එක ඇතුළට දැක්කද යන්න පුළුවන්. See, sharing folder දැක්කම. So මොකක්ද මේ sharing folder කියන්නේ? Sharing folder එක තමයි මේගොල්ලෝ යාලගේ network එකේ share කරලා තිබ්බ folder එක. Okay, and then this one. So if I have network access to anyone ළමයි කාට හරි network access එකක් තියෙනවා නම් this easily I can log into their system. This is not a hack, but something that someone can do very simply. නිකන් මේක button එකයි චුක් ගාපු ගාම එයාලට ඒක මේවා කරගන්න පුළුවන්. So as long as you know their IP address, right? එයාලගේ IP address එක ඔයා දන්නකම් ඔයාට නිකන් click කරලා ඇතුළට යන්න පුළුවන්. Right? And literally you can go inside their network. So this is that attack which you learn. Okay, පළවෙනිම attack, which is the what ළමයි? Advanced persistent threat, APT. Okay, so very similar, right? මේකම නෙමෙයි, but it is very similar, right? So කිසිම permission එකක් නැතුව, without anyone's permission, they will actually log into the network. Okay, right? Next one ළමයි is a backdoor. Okay, backdoor attack. Right. So ළමයි what I showed you was not a hack. It's just a network connection. So ඒක hack එකක් නෙමෙයි. ඔයාලටත් කරන්න පුළුවන් නිකන් wire එක ගහන්න විතරයි තියෙන්නේ. Right? But that is very similar to what ළමයි? This APT thing. Okay? Yeah. Next one ළමයි backdoor. Method of bypassing normal authentication and gaining access in OSO application. Yes. So backdoor attacks are famous when we want to like ළමයි jailbreak a mobile phone or break into an operating system. So usually inside operating systems කොහේ හරි පොඩි upset එකක් තියෙනවා ළමයි අපිට ඇතුළට ring ගන්න පුළුවන්. Okay? So that is called a backdoor, right? Next one, buffer overflow, an exploit that takes advantage of the program that is waiting for a user's input. So ඒක නිකන් අර cross site scripting එකක් වගේ නැත්නම් කවුරු හරි user කෙනෙක් input එකක් දෙනකම් you will have to stay in the attack. Next one, man in the middle, a very famous attack. So this fellow will actually wait and intercepts messages between two parties. So කවුරු හරි දෙන්නෙක් කතා කරනවා නම් මෙයා මැදට ගිහිල්ලා ඒ conversations දෙකම අහන් ඉනවා. He will listen to both the conversations. Next one ළමයි cross site scripting. I will be teaching this. මම මේක කියලා දෙනවා cross site scripting එක. So it's a code injection attack that allows an attacker to execute malicious JavaScript in another user's browser. Okay, so browser එක attack කරන එකක් තමයි cross site scripting කියන්නේ, which I will teach you guys in a class. Okay, next one DDoS attack එක. DOS attack, right? Denial of service attack එක. Any attack where the attacker attempts to prevent the authorized user from accessing the service. So literally එයාට මොකක් හරි service එකක් use කරන්න දෙන්නේ නැහැ. Next one, SQL injection. Very common, very easy to do. I will be teaching that also. Mostly attacking websites ළමයි. Okay, usually to enter someone's database. කාගේ හරි database එකකට ගිහිල්ලා ඒ data ටික අයින් කරන්න තමයි ඒගොල්ලෝ මේක පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ. Okay, next one, zero day exploit. A vulnerability in a system or device that has been disclosed but is not yet patched. ඒ කියන්නේ ළමයි මොකක් හරි device එකක තියෙන hack එකක් ඒගොල්ලෝ what do you call තාම දන්නේ නැහැ. So people will be exploiting that. So Stuxnet is something like that. Zero day exploit එකක් තමයි ඒගොල්ලෝ මේවා කරේ for Stuxnet. Okay, right. Okay ළමයි. I think for today enough nේද, since we couldn't start it early also. I can't take too much time either. Right, so in the next class, we will learn independently about these types of viruses. APT, backdoor, I don't think I can teach you. It's a little bit advanced. Man in the middle, I'll try. Cross-site scripting, I will definitely do. Denial of service, I'll try. SQL injection, I will definitely do. Okay, zero day, I can't do, right? But we will, whatever we can do, we will learn. Okay. So certificate level එකේ උගන්නන්න පුළුවන් limit එකක් තියෙනවා. So ඒකේ ඇතුළේ ඉඳලා I will teach you everything. Okay. So in the next class we will learn a little bit of practicals and then impacts of cyber attacks and stuff. Okay. So virus, worms මේවා ටික අපි ඊළඟ class එකේ කතා කරමු. Okay. Right. Okay ළමයි. I think for today enough, right? And I really apologize I couldn't start earlier. The network was really slow. right? So then we'll see you in the next class then. Bye everyone. Thank you for joining. Okay,
Bye,
thank
sir.
you,
Thank you.
Tulamai. Again, I apologize, right? Really sorry. I'll send you the content, right? Done. Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you, Tulamai. Bye-bye. Bye, everyone. Thank you, too. Thank you, Tulamai. Bye.